What's up, guys? So today I'm watching House of the Dragon season 2 episode 5. We're coming off of a very emotional episode. At least it was emotional for me. I lost one of my favorite characters, and that was a complete blow for Team Black. Team Black is losing right now. Team Green is on top. I am Team Black, however, I have to admit it. Team Black is currently losing, so I'm excited to see how that changes, if that changes, what happens, and where we go from there. We were introduced to Sunfire last episode, and thanks to someone in the comments of my last video letting me know that Sunfire is actually a male dragon and not a female, because I was referring to her as she, because I honestly, with the name Sunfire, I thought as it was a she dragon and not a he dragon. But thanks to the person that pointed that out, I'm appreciative. And also someone else pointed out in the comments of my last video that Rhaenys' father died basically in a similar way, fighting to protect the realm. So he died by an enemy fire. So they pointed out that Rhaenys wouldn't have run. I know I was saying in the last episode, why did she continue back to Dragonstone? And thinking about it, it is in a way playing, because it would have reflected poorly on Rhaenyra to think that the people that support her are basically weak, fleeing from war. So why should anyone else support? That's basically where my mind frame is at. I am still in shock about losing Rhaenys. I'm still sad. R.I.P. to Rhaenys and Meleys. Also, if I sound like I'm speaking with a little lisp, it's because I'm wearing my retainer. So I apologize for that. But hopefully you can understand me. So yeah, RP to Meleys and Rhaenys. I couldn't find any black, so I decided to wear the Targaryen other color, which is red, in solidarity for Rhaenys today. So I'm wearing red, my red shirt, red glasses. Oh, and my glasses have some black in it, so I'm fully repping the Targaryens. So yeah, with that being said, if you're new to me, I'm Halicia. You can call me Hallie or Hal. If you're joining me again, I thank you. Don't forget to like the video, comment any recommendations or suggestions, or if you have any discussion regarding this episode, and ensure that you subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. So yeah, I have no clue where my notebook went, so I'm going to have to wing it. Hopefully I don't rant on. With that being said, let's just jump right in. I'm interested to see where they take, because I have a feeling that Aegon survived, because in the last scene it was saying that Sunfire was grunting, and if Sunfire is still alive, then that means Aegon is most likely still alive, because based on how she fell shielding Aegon, I believe. At least that's what I remember from last episode. But we'll see. I'm interested to see if it is that he survives, how they proceed with this, because how will he take it? Because it's obvious that Aemon and Kristan was plotting behind his back. I'm hoping that we pick up from right where we left off, them finding out about Rhaenys. Aww. Oh. I refuse to cry in 2 episodes. I refuse. Rhaenyra has lost so many people, man. The traitor dragon Meleys! How dare you, mother...
By your king, to Aegon!
I want to punch Kristen Cole in the face so much. He is forever on my hit list. I don't care. How dare you? You fucking little pricks. You disgusting little shitheads.
Strange victory, if it was one.
Exactly. I bet this was Kristen Cole's idea. Is that Aegon? Why are they still hanging there? God, I hate the Greens so much. Like, I'm a fan of the story and I'm trying so hard to go from the understanding perspective of every character. But the Greens lack so much morals, it just hurts my spirit, man. So is Aegon dead or not? Can I at least hear that there was some victory in having Rhaenys die? Please, give me some victory. I didn't even realize that we didn't get to see Helena last episode. Okay, so they're handling his body with care, so that means he's still alive. Unfortunately. Unfortunately, Aegon is still alive. I wonder how Sunfire fared. Is he still alive as well? Alicent is a shit mother though. I think in a way she kind of caused that, because if everyone around him makes him feel like nothing, like he's less than or doesn't belong, he's going to try to prove that he's someone that belongs. So in a way they're all responsible.
I'm afraid I cannot say. Critical.
He wants him dead. Aemond wants him dead because he wants to sit the throne.
The king, Sir Criston, what befell him?
His Grace fought valiantly.
And Aemond? What was his part in this?
I could not say.
Yes, you can. You just don't want to say.
Our largest dragon has been killed.
Why is this man is pissing me off, man?
And Rook's Rest are gone.
Oh, I want to punch him in the mouth so bad. Why is he able to speak so forcefully?
Do you take issue with me, Sir Alfred?
Where's Jace?
Doors or weapons if they find them wanting.
Vhagar is depleted after such a hard...
Then I myself must do it.
I like that she's willing to fight though.
To treat with the Daemon. To scout. To fight. Humiliating Bella.
Let me protect
Act
you.
for her claim and mine.
Oh, I do love Jace though.
The phrase. If his men had a direct route into the Riverland, we would not have to wait for Daemon to act. I will treat with the phrase to secure it.
She will not like it.
Then don't tell her.
Don't do that. I know she won't send you, right? It's a good... This is why I like Jace. He's becoming such the strategist. We get to see him come into his own. Gosh, I feel like I'm talking so much. I'm sorry.
No choice but to submit. Our terms are simple, Lord Bracken. Renounce the false King Aegon as a usurper. And bend the knee to me. Or your house burns. But alas, not an answer.
We choose fire.
I did not think they would be so eager to die.
I think their hate for the Blackwoods goes deeper than their fear.
They would rather burn than succumb. Exactly the kind of men I need. It may yet be possible, I think, for both of them.
I did notice that he said, bend the knee to me and not to your queen.
Persuading.
I am your servant, your grace.
What is Daemon planning? This is why the Blacks are losing. Because no one is communicating how they should.
Many and more armies have broken them. Are you listening? The Eyrie itself is impregnable.
Size of the beast in your request.
Will you goad me, child?
Oh, Rhaena, don't back down.
Release. For the death of your grandmother.
Oh, they would make me queen, but they wish to keep me here. Sovereign, I cannot do as I please.
Mm,
They did not prepare me to fight.
that is true.
It's into my hand the moment I could walk between Storm's End and the Twins.
That is true. That is very true. You need to be seen to stand on your own.
The path I walk has never been trod.
Bread is scarce. The king has fallen. Do not
Mm.
shadow of the Reds keep and forgotten.
I think they will turn to me.
Okay, Master of Whispers. OG Master of Whispers, that is.
Let others do for you.
That's not Laris. That's you. I knew she would make a great ally. Oh.
Broken amongst her enemies.
Did your grandmother ever tell you of the night she claimed Maelys?
Knock into the dragon pit.
So she could see in the dark.
The episode is slow so far. I was hoping to see some repercussions, but I understand.
She was fierce.
Dame,
Who is that?
always the strong one. Finest swordsman.
Who is this?
Fearless dragon rider. Your brother had great love in his heart.
Is this Rhaenyra's mom? Emma? You're fantasizing about your sister-in-law. Dude, you're disgusting, Damon. You're disgusting sometimes. My eyes twitching. I'm so annoyed at Damon right now.
My favorite son.
Oh, it's not Emma, it's his mother? Damon, you are sick. That is really rare. Do they not put the thing over fire and actually roast it or something?
The roof alone has needed tending since the bats have made the corridors quantity of them. Armourers to be found near Nutton and River
High
Bend.
Heart. Task their huntsman.
Oh boy.
I rather thought, Your Grace, that perhaps she could
Her
provide
is my command.
I don't even know what to think about Damon anymore, man. At first I was like, he doesn't want the throne. I still think deep down he doesn't want the throne.
You should address me as my king.
But you're the prince.
What would you call the husband of the queen?
Well, the king.
There it is then.
Consort.
That last bit seems unnecessary, don't you think?
But you are the king consort though, Damon.
His body. He has many
I think he's trying to.
injuries we cannot see.
Okay, so he survived.
Grandmaster, about to do it again.
You played your part admirably as his immediate successor.
That's what he wanted to hear all along.
I agree, Your Grace. It must be Prince Aemon. Once to Rhaenyra's crowning, we raised up a woman of our own. But,
You should feel like shit. You should feel like shit, Alison, because that's what you caused. Although the misunderstanding is understood. You're such a little bitch. Now you see where you stand amongst them. That's what you wanted all along, you fucking prick.
What is our standing in the Riverlands? Honors of House Targaryen are in disarray. It's only a matter of time. Jewel of the Riverlands to be plucked by our enemy.
What are you thinking, Alison?
The brother says, I shall send Lord Jason encouragement.
They have grown weary of this
What are you thinking, Alison? What's gonna happen?
unrest.
Our neighbours are stealing from each other.
Beggar.
Men and their pride.
Has lied.
Very much so. He has made empty promises. I was saying something before. I don't even. Oh my gosh, he's still there. Oh man. I was saying something before. I don't remember what yeah, about Daemon. I still think that he doesn't want the throne. I just think that his pride is getting in the way. He doesn't want to be ruled by Rhaenyra.
Presumed you'd
The
be
order
here.
of things.
You know what he is.
We have given the war to the dragons. The dragon rider should lead us.
But that's what you caused, though. You guys did that. That was your plan. I have no sympathy for Crystal Cole. Are they going to shut the gates? Why are they keeping them there if they don't want to stay? Right, because the castle can't run without the small folk. The small folk are needed, but the small folk are the ones who always get the short end of the stick.
As I'm sure my prince is aware.
Jason Lannister is marshalling to the west. We need to check him before he reaches River Run. That requires passage.
And if Stark's army's too slow, the wind's rising, winter's nigh upon us.
Our hesitance does not lie in Rhaenyra as queen, nor in the ruminations of Lord Tully, the oaf. Our fear lies in Vhagar.
You when mine own sits outside your walls.
Yours is smaller.
Strong has been relieved of his castle. Up a new lord.
Oh, they want Harrenhal? They can't have Harrenhal. Jace, don't promise them Harren. Jace is smarter than that, though.
For that, my mother will want more than your crossing.
What does her grace desire?
Bent knees.
Come through, Jace. Is he going to Daemon now? What is going on with Daemon?
There are others who would sit idle and wait for their claims to be brought to them. That is not my way.
Splitting fire would justify what has followed you here.
Let it not be said that Daemon Targaryen failed to dirty his hands in this war.
Oh. I hear strange things from Brackenland, from Stonehenge, and Lambswold, and Moray.
There's news then.
Children being taken from their mothers, men coming home to find their doors unlatched, their wives carried away. Is that the kind of army you would raise? Men who hate you, who serve you under duress?
Well, once they agree to serve me, I'll treat them fairly. Set an example for the rest of the Riverlands to follow.
And once again, in the name of power, it's the weak and the women who must endure.
Come on, man, Daemon.
Suffer if Aemon One-Eye rules. The people who support her will not be led by her. They look to a man.
How dare you, Daemon?
When I take King's Landing, together.
How dare you?
And none of this will be my problem.
A message, Your Grace. And Lord Amos has pledged his banner.
Congratulate him.
He's not going to accept the hand position, especially right now that Rhaenys dead.
I was surprised when they said you were here. Lords and kings, all eager.
I haven't seen their relationship. This is interesting to see.
I should not ask enough of my house, even for my loss. I get to the west and be lost.
Why is he blaming Rhaenyra for Rhaenys' death? She chose to go.
She was a Targaryen princess, and she flew to Rook's Rest of her own will.
Exactly. This is why I love Baela.
In Dragonfire. But I carry her on with me.
Oh, I love Baela so much, man. I sound like a broken record.
Rhaenys herself should have. Do as you see fit.
I sound like a broken freaking record, but I'm going to say it one more time. Baela is fucking G. Baela and JACE, G.
Driftmark must pass to Salt and Sea.
Oh! I love her so much. Oh my gosh, I sound so extra, but I love her so much.
You and your house served my father well. And I know you will never accept the High Tower claim.
Your Grace.
I don't trust you though.
I cannot challenge King's Landing without the river. Find out his state of mind. Whether he means to raise a host for me.
He would not dare.
Sir Alfred would gladly back Daemon if that's the case. Believe me, Rhaenyra.
Your Grace.
Simon, is the pudding now served?
They wish an audience.
Now?
Who are the River Lords? Is it the people that is it the Brackens and the Blackwoods he's referring to, or is it the people that JACE?
Is there some reason you feel free to wake a king in his bed? Or shall I now begin your education?
House Bracken have been brought to heel at the hands of Willem Blackwood.
That news is stale.
Yes. There have been complications.
The sacred septs on Bracken lands were looted and burned.
As were the fields and farms. The livestock was stolen, and our peasants put to the sword.
They pursued the women and the children. There were works of barbarity.
Punishing Bracken for his own treasons is one thing, aye. But these other acts...
A terrible war is being fought in these lands. Have you looked after our girls?
No, he has not.
The Riverlands are an ancient place. We shall not raise our banners for a tyrant.
What are you doing, Daemon? Come on, man. Daemon is trying my patience, man. He's testing my faith. You're just making it worse for Rhaenyra. Mysaria has spies everywhere, man. Oh, the maid. Yeah, she was a maid, right? The one that Aegon raped. We saw a glimpse of her in episode 3. She was doing the barkeep, the barmaid. That's what they're called? Barkeep, barmaid, waitress. Why is his sword set that way?
Was it worth the price?
Good question, Helena. Okay, so he's going to wake up soon.
Prince Jacaerys, Your Grace.
Visenya.
Vhagar's first rider. And the first wielder of Dark Sister.
I hope you do not mean to use her as an example.
Why shouldn't I?
Oh, it was a long time ago.
What is the mood at the Twins? Did his lordship quibble?
Just for the phrase, to be granted Harrenhal. You look angry.
Because you basically defied her, right?
The war being fought over my ascension. Even you've managed to do your part. I'll give you leave to go.
You do not give me leave to go to anything. But who else is there? Rhaenys is dead and Baela cannot bear the burden alone.
And when Aemond comes hunting for you, your dragon is young. Will you fly before Vhagar as Luke did? And Aemond now rules in King's Landing.
Is Aegon dead?
Dead or alive, we have no answer for Vhagar. Daemon is not here.
I mean, Rhaenyra does have a point.
It is I who must fight. Vhagar is big, but Syrax is quicker.
So was Meleys.
Meleys fought 2 dragons and one of them is slain. Shall I fight for my birthright, or shall I wait here until we are all destroyed? I need dragons.
We have no dearth of dragons. We have 2 large enough to stand against Vhagar. They are called Vermithor and Silverwing. And they sleep just beneath our feet.
Silverwing?
Yes, and if only they had riders, none could stand against me.
There is Rhaena.
Who nearly lost her life in her last attempt. I would not risk it again.
So who are going to ride these dragons?
There are those of our line who never ruled. Those who married into other noble houses. Their children are the names.
A generation ago.
JACE is smart.
The dragon will only accept a dragon lord to ride it. Also say the histories.
Valyrian histories. Written to gild us in glory.
Are you suggesting we put a Malister on a dragon? A Tarly?
Okay, JACE. This is what I like to see, the communication. This is what I like to see, guys. Yes, finally some progress.
It's a mad sword.
Is that it? Alright, this episode was slower than I expected. I wanted to see some repercussions, although I understand they have to get their bearings in order, they have to put things in order. I think this episode really just drove home the fact for me that I really do love Baela, and JACE is just growing into his own as a tacticianist, and you know, we're getting to see that. I like when they communicate with each other. We see that it gets them results. That's a good plan by JACE. We're finally starting to see what can happen. I hope that they do get trustworthy people, people that won't turn on them. I don't like Daemon is just pissing me off, man. Daemon is pissing me right off. Daemon is acting like a child. This is one side of Daemon that I don't like. This is a characteristic of Daemon that I cannot stand. I don't know what's going on with him. I hope he comes around. I don't know what's going to happen though. It looks like Corlys is going to take the hand position because I think Baela talked some sense into him. I'm not sure though. He seems to blame Rhaenyra for the fact that Rhaenys died, even though Rhaenys was the one that volunteered. She basically volunteered herself. Yeah, I don't have my notebooks. I'm just winging it. I think Alicent understood that Aegon did that on purpose Aemon did that on purpose to Aegon so that he can get the throne. I am hoping that next episode gives us some action. I want to see some repercussion. I want to see the pieces moving into place so that we can I want to see the Blacks get a win, man. Simply put, I want to see them get a win. I sound emotional, but I'm emotionally invested in the show. I want the Blacks to get a win. I'm tired of waiting. I want something good to happen for the Black side. But yeah, with that being said, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Don't forget to like the video, comment any suggestions or recommendations that you may have, as well as any discussion regarding the episode, and subscribe to the channel. I'd greatly appreciate it.